What's up, nerds? I'm McKinley, and today I'm doing my Pride Month TBR for you guys. My announcement video should already be up, but if you didn't watch it, all month in June I will be doing videos on queer books and queer comic books and queer reviews and queer tags, and it's just gonna be so gay, and I'm excited for it. I am recording at work because I have been failing at filming at home, and I didn't want to film here anymore, but I really needed to get this filmed, and my room is in the process of being cleaned, and I don't know if any of you guys are hoarders, but I am, and it's not cute, and I can't set up there right now, but hopefully I'll be back in my room for the next video. But for now, I hope this is okay, and let's get into my TBR. I do have books listed by letter. I have LGBTQIAP, and I'm just gonna start with the L because it's first. The first book I have for the letter L is The Summer I Wasn't Me by Jessica Verdi. This is about a girl whose mom finds out that she's gay, and she ends up going to one of those camps where it's, you know, you're gonna get cured. Although to me it just seems like you're sending all these gay kids to a camp to fall in love with each other. Like, parents are stupid. Anywho, I have this currently checked out from the library, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. Next book I have for L is Meg and Linus, but this one kind of fits for G as well. This is about a lesbian girl and a gay boy who bond over Star Trek. I think that's by Hannah Nowinski. It's by Hannah Nowinski. I actually hauled it, I think, last month, and I talked about it in my most anticipated reads at some point as well. And I meant to read it last month and I didn't. And then when I decided I was going to do this big Pride Month, that I just waited to read it. Now moving on to G, the first one I have is Looking for Group by Rory Harrison, which also features a trans side character. This is about a guy who's in remission from his cancer, and he's got a Oxycontin addiction, and I think he joins a support group. Also for G, I have Perfect 10 by Elle Phillips, and this is about, I think it's like kind of fantasy magical realism type thing, because he breaks up with the only other gay boy in school and somehow ends up creating the perfect man. I don't know, I got an arc of it from first read, so I need to start it because they'll take it away from me if I don't read it by the 6th, so I really need to get on that. The next one I have for G is How to Repair a Mechanical Heart by J.C. Lillis. And this is another book I think that takes place in the fandom world, and all that I know is that, and that also Becky Albertalli recommended it on her Twitter. The next G, and I know there are a lot of G's, but those are the most common. I don't expect to read all of them, but if I do, yay. The next one I have is Honestly Ben by Bill Konigsberg, and this is the sequel / companion, I think, to Openly Straight, which I read a couple years ago, and that's all I know about it. But I also know that there's a side character who is pansexual, so that's exciting. Moving on to the letter B. The first one I have is Noteworthy by Riley Redgate. I know this is about a girl who pretends to be a boy to join an a cappella group, and that's all I really know, and it's getting really fabulous reviews. And it features a bi character. And also Not Your Sidekick by C.B. Lee, and this features a bi girl who has powers, or her family has powers and she doesn't, and it also features a trans side character. And the second book in the series, the trans side character is the main character, and that one's going to be called Not Your Villain, but it's not out yet. Moving on to T. Transsexual characters. as I already said, Looking for Group features a trans character as well. First one on my list is Spy Stuff by Matthew J. Metzger. I'm reading what it's about. It doesn't seem to have a clear plot, except that he hasn't told his boyfriend he's trans. That's what it seems like. He's dating a guy who doesn't know that he is trans. So, I don't remember why I bought. No, I was gonna read this with somebody on Goodreads, and then I never got to it, so I added it to my TBR now. The second book I have for this letter is Dreadnought by April Daniels, and this is about a girl who inherits the powers of the superhero Dreadnought, and then it also turns her into the girl that she knows she is. Like, it makes her anatomically female. I'm pretty sure that that's what it's about. And it's superheroes, which I love. So I also have Jess Chunk and the Road Trip to Infinity here. I don't know if I'm going to read it because I've heard there's some fat phobic stuff in it, and I honestly don't even remember what it's about. But I added it to the list just because it was on my TBR. So if I get to it, maybe I'll see how I handle the fat phobic comments, or if I'm offended by them, I guess. Maybe. I don't know if I'm going to read that one. It's not a priority. For the letter Q, this is where I put in my genderqueer, non-binary books, of which I only have one, and that is Love Spell by Mia Kirik. And this is about a non-binary person who I think casts a spell to make someone fall in love with them. That's all I remember. Now see, in the description they're using the he pronoun, but I'm almost positive that they're genderqueer, so I'm not going to use that pronoun. Also for Q, if you have any genderqueer / non-binary books that you can recommend to me, I've read Symptoms of Being Human and I loved it, and I have read obviously the Magnus Chase books, but it's actually quite hard to find them. I know that At the Edge of the Universe by Sean David Hutchinson has a side character that is gender fluid. So if you have any recommendations other than those books, leave them down below, because I would love to have a second one on my TBR. Moving on to the only intersex book I have on my TBR is In Concert by Karen Bishop, and I didn't want to read this one because it's not own voices, and the author seems to just write like controversial type books, but we'll see how it is. All I know, I think it's about being bullied as an intersex. I've already read Golden Boy and None of the Above, so if you have any intersex books to recommend to me as well, leave them down below. I've asked for them before, but they also, much like gender fluid books and pansexual books, seem to be few and far between. Moving on to for asexual books, I have Tash Hart's Tolstoy, which is coming out on Tuesday, by Catherine Ormsby. I think this one's own voices, but I'm not positive. But I know Jenna Claire K is ace and really liked it, so I have high hopes. But I think this is another one based in the fandom community about a person that starts dating someone online but hasn't told them they're ace, something like that. All I know is I'm really excited to read it, and I'll have it on Tuesday, so I'm probably going to start it well, I don't know, Sarah Dessen's book comes out on Tuesday too, so we'll see. Also, in addition to that book, I have another new adult book called Overexposed that also features an ace character. I really don't want to look up the author again, so it's right here. I think the ace character goes on a hike or something. I'm not really sure, I don't remember. Finally, the last letter is P for pansexual, and as I already stated, these characters are few and far between because I identify as pan, and trust me, I've looked. They're really hard to find. But honestly, Ben already said features a pan character. Looking for Group features a pan side character. Jess Chunk of the Road Trip to Infinity features a pan character. And then the two books I have that I think that they're more of the main character is Timekeeper by Tara Sim and The Shock of Survival by Nicole Field. I think these are both on the page pansexual characters. I've heard good things about Timekeeper. I've heard nothing about The Shock of Survival, but I'm excited to see. Oh, and The Shock of Survival also has a polyamorous relationship, so the only other one I've read with a polyamorous relationship was kind of crappy. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But those are all of the books, hopefully, that I plan on reading in June. I hope I get to all of them. We shall see. I don't currently own quite a few of them, so hopefully I can get them from the library or find another free way to get them, but I do have several of them, so I'm excited. You will be seeing reviews for a few of these because I am doing queer reviews all month. I'm probably going to be putting up more videos than I normally would just to get it all in. I'm very excited for this month to start, or for June to start because it's still May, but hopefully some of you guys will join in and read more queer books this month, and hopefully you will learn about queer books you didn't know about. I've been doing a lot of research trying to find more books, and I'm gonna link resources down below of where I found these books, and there's like a lot of master lists for young adult and new adult books, and I will link those down below. So hopefully it'll be a great month. I'm super positive, and I'm really, really excited to get started. That's it for me. Please like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!